Okay, bye. Today, I just want to make sure that my face cam's moving though. So yes, last time I played, I've started playing version 2 of Diamond My Dizzy, hadn't I? And we breached the castle in this version of the game and discovered the musical change, hadn't we, impressively enough? So, obviously that fire will kill us if we touch it, won't it? So, let's head on up the stairs and see what we find within the confines of this castle, eh? Like another sword stuck in the wall, for instance. I wonder if this will be an actual puzzle in this game or just a red herring like in the previous one. You pull and pull on the sword, right. But it doesn't move at all, right. So I wonder if there's a diamond hidden behind that block. Just above me, like in the last version. Yes. So there we have another diamond, just like that. Sunny gem. So, you know, I should probably check up here to make sure there isn't hidden a false wall as well, but there isn't. So, let's explore deeper into the travails of this place and see what we find. Whether it be items, diamonds, characters to converse with, or what, eh? And there's that false wall again here. But now we have actual decorations in here, such as that knight in shining armour down there, who clearly is in the wrong video game, since he originally intended to be in the second Karate Kid film instead, maybe, being a knight in shining armour and all. Although it doesn't look that shiny as armour, but I digress, Sunny Jim, I digress. Come through, cry. Ocean Island, dizzy, cry. I remember that game, I think. I haven't yet played it, but I think it starts out really confusing, where you're in a kind of treehouse complex, but like the screens don't make sense. Like you leave one screen and end up in a really odd place compared to where you feel like you should be, and we can't interact with that knight at all. But we have another diamond here. Don't like to look at that gargoyle in there. Stealing from the OCD to be up to isn't part of a puzzle. Yeah, so, you know, if I remember correctly, I think there might be this might be the version of the game where there's sword handles which you can collect, which reveal hidden diamonds. So there was an instance such as that in the other version as well, though, wasn't there? So I could be wrong there. And yes, we have another joke book there as well, which presumably we'll need to somehow reach by solving a puzzle. Makes me wonder if it'll involve getting another box to stand on again, like when I last solved the puzzle. And nothing to see here, the screen title says, but let's see if we can interact with the statue regardless, but we can't. Can we interact with a Dizzy Age picture or Dizzy Age? Don't know how they pronounce it, you see, so I suppose it's for the best to say both possible pronunciations in that kind of a case, isn't it? Maybe. For the sake of precision. Oh, doesn't Grand Dizzy look so unhappy here? I wonder what his dilemma is. Aye, Grand Dizzy Bray Bray. Hello, young Dizzy Bray Bray. You haven't seen it, have you, Bray Bray? Seems like his dilemma is the same. Seen what, Grand Dizzy Bray Bray? Oh, didn't think so, Bray Bray. Well, at least we know what we have some food here, don't we, for if we get hurt again. And another door. I wonder if this will end up being another red herring puzzle as well, since I don't think we ever managed to get into the door that was here in the classic version of the game, did we? You knock loudly on the door, Bray Bray, but no one answers, Bray Bray. Oh, maybe you're just unpopular, Bray Bray. Well, our narrator doesn't believe in mincing words when it comes to his opinions about us, does he? But yes, let's investigate further upward into this place as we find another diamond like so, bringing our total up to 10 now. Doesn't that apple down there look like it already has a bite in it, by the way? That wouldn't be pleasant to eat, would it? Although I suppose at a pinch, if you're desperate for health, you'd have to do it, wouldn't you? And now we have a shiny gold key, presumably for the mine complex, don't we? The mining complex, yes. So, let's take it, what do you say, baby dolls? But to do that, we need to descend to the bottom floor of this place again, don't we? So that we can get out to the greenery of the trees and vegetation again. And experience the music change too. Wonder if there's a bark hiding a diamond here. Yes. So I'll take this potentially useless item over to the next screen here, where we can store them. Just like we did when we played the last version of this game, So if I'm right, I only need these 2 items in the mines, which we're about to head off to now. That is, of course, assuming that You know, the puzzles are exactly the same in the mines as they were in the other version. And from what I remember, never mind, I'm not gonna do it. You see, I have vague recollections of being pushed out of that water with overwhelming force. And that'd mean we wouldn't drown, wouldn't it? But I'm not gonna try it yet, of course. Just in case I'm wrong and I end up losing a life because of it. That wouldn't be a very pleasant experience after all, would it, hey, baby dolls? And yes, now that I've got full health, we might as well collect this diamond here in this dangerous place. Since I got hurt just a little bit then, as you can see. Where we hold down the jump key as we leap over that pit of quicksand, we don't get hurt in the slightest, do we? Oh, a musical change now. We're entering the rather sinister and the eerie depths of the mines. So, let's use our key here and see if we can bring the elevator to life, right? There's a loud clunk and something starts to move, pray. And that is obviously the elevator, isn't it? I don't think we'll come across any dripping water in here, and this axe is probably going to be what we're going to need to use in order to, you know, cut through the wooden floor to get to, Dylan's trowel, his gardening trowel, isn't it? So, not gonna collect this until we're back on our way out, and let's descend now. And isn't the music getting awfully dramatic now all of a sudden? Like, the game itself is getting all panic-stricken at our newfound eerie and deceptive and menacing surroundings all of a sudden. Here in this vast underground mining complex. Yes, it is a long, yes, it is a long walk. Right. And so, let's just press on further and deeper into the bowels of this place and see what we find to aid us in our cause. Though, presumably, yes. Well, we know what we'll probably end up doing with this, don't we? Assuming the puzzle involving the dough is exactly the same as in the other version of this game, that is. Although I didn't manage to complete the, although yes, I had more trouble completing the other version than I did when I managed to complete this version, I think. So maybe the puzzle involving the dough is different in this version of the game. After all, I don't remember ever cooking the loaf of bread in any versions of this game, you see. So once again, I'm pretty much, nonplussed by the situation. And now we have our axe again, or our axe, by which we can cut through the warped, woody platform up above and make our to Dylan's trowel, which he needs. But his gardening hobby, don't we? So that we can get something in return from him and progress with the storyline. The sharp axe easily cuts through the softened wood. And down here we are. There is a loud clunk, and something starts to move. So that's presumably the elevator by Dora. On the other side of the treehouse complex from where we are. It's impressive. Although now Dora's in this side of the treehouse complex, now do I remember correctly, isn't she? There is a loud clunk, and something starts to move. And that's this elevator. See how it pays to go onto neighbouring screens in a cautious and timorous fashion, baby dolls. It did prevent me from taking a nasty fall into that torch after all. So now we can get Dylan's trowel. I wonder if I'll get hurt if I drop down from the earth. Just ever so slightly. So let's give Dylan his trowel then, eh? You give Dylan the trowel, boy. Whoa, thanks, Dizzy Dude. That's just what I need, bro. Yeah, take this key. I don't need it, man. And now we have a red elevator mechanism key for the mines, don't we? Looks very nice indeed. Did we ever get a red one in the other version of the game? I'm not sure. A shiny red key. So back into the mines we go now. To see if we can descend further into the bowels of this dark, eerie, and potentially treacherous place. With the rather sinister music playing from out of thin air in here. Either that or there's a performing orchestra in here somewhere. In a hidden chamber somewhere, which I doubt we'll ever discover. Or I digress, Sonny Jim. There's a loud clunk, and something starts to move. I wonder what that could be. And yes, you and I both know, baby dolls, that it's probably going to be another elevator, isn't it? And the music's getting all panicky again. Trying to worry me in regards to the potential dangers of this place. Got to be mindful of the fens and dells of these unknown locations after all, haven't you? Just thought to see if there was any descriptive text for the elevator mechanism. Even though we haven't had any with any of the others thus far. Is there a frog up there? It'd be scary if you were in an underground chamber in a mine somewhere and you knew there was water above you with frogs in it, wouldn't it? And here we have another hidden diamond and a walking stick, which is presumably what Grand Dizzy needs, but he was probably too embarrassed to tell us about. Hence why he wouldn't give us any information regarding the nature of his little dilemma. I'll leave our items here and let's progress downward. See what else we have here in this place. Another great big watery pit here. So I wonder if there's going to be like another broken down minecart which we need to trigger into motion in order to use as a platform to get across that rather noxious substance, and it seems like we do have to do that. And yet funnily enough, when I triggered the minecart into motion in the classic version, I didn't remember ever having actually done that before, so who knows, maybe the puzzle's slightly different in this version of the game, but alas, we'll find out when the time comes, won't we, Sonny Jim? And now we escape the mine just before we get another playback of the scary, sinister mine theme. Boy. Oh, that was a rather unfortunate mess with that trampoline there, wasn't it? But we are rising up fast with our total amount of diamonds now, aren't we? So there's something to content ourselves with here. You know, I'm gonna leave the boulder here for now, and I'll take the scenic route home from this particular part of the treehouse complex by using the clouds to get to the other side of this treehouse complex. With this being the eastern side of the treehouse complex, as opposed to the western side, which I'm hoping to make my way to now. Although that jump will be a bit taxing to make without getting hurt, but I could simply drop off the platform, couldn't I, like so? Whee! Yes, here we are now, safe and sound. So, let's see how high we can get here, and then make our way high up to the leftmost side of these clouds. Presuming we actually can do that, that is. I mean, those faded clouds up there do look rather treacherous, but let's give them a try anyway and see if we can actually jump into them. You never know after all. But no, we can't. And I got hurt from my troubles too, of course. So I'll jump into these clouds now and see what happens if I just drop straight down. See if we come across anything interesting like this diamond, for instance. And might even land in the moon as well and find our other hidden coin, but hidden diamond, I mean, but this might not be the right screen. This might not be the right kind of place for that, and it doesn't seem like it is actually. But we got an extra diamond for our troubles anyway. So we're creeping ever closer to that total of 50, which we aspire to reach, aren't we? Assuming that 50 is actually the amount of diamonds that we need in this given game. So yes, let's go and give Grand Dizzy his walking stick now. And presumably he'll be giving us another mine complex key. Assuming the puzzles haven't been kind of rearranged and that the key that Dylan gave us just was actually the key that Grand Dizzy gave us in the classic version. It's tough to say, especially when I haven't played this version in like getting towards 10 years probably. So yes, I've got your walking stick, Grand Dizzy. You give the walking stick to Grand Dizzy, bye. My boy, bye. So you had seen it, you young scamp. Here's a key to one of the mine lifts, Sunny Gem. Thanks, Grand Dizzy, bye. And it's a nice cyan blue colour, or baby blue, depending on how you want to word or phrase it. We sure are going into that mine complex a lot these days. Aren't we, bye. Can't get through that wall. Always comes in handy to test these things after all. Always fun jumping down long flights of stairs. I wonder if we actually get breathing apparatus and swimming equipment in this version of the game, by the way. Can't rightly remember. And I'm gonna take the bridge kit and see if I can make a bridge over that noxious and rather deadly looking body of water in the mines. So let's go. Or as the soldiers from Half-Life 1 would say, let's go. Yes. Don't need to take our umbrella from here. Presumably. Now we have the foreboding mine music again. And I'm not talking about a hey-ho, it's off to work we go. Music from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs either. Oh, I haven't yet been able to get down to the mine cart, have I? I was wondering why I didn't check to see if there was any descriptive text in regards to the nature of that particular quandary involving the minecart. So yes, here's where the key mechanism for the elevator actually is, isn't it? And it's 21 Celsius in here now. Doesn't that clock and something starts to move. Great. Yeah, I do like the cooler temperatures much better. Now that we're getting towards August and presumably the summer's going to start winding down, hopefully. So, here we are now, ready to descend to the level where the cart is. So let's see if we have what we need to solve the puzzle. You tried to push the right truck, boy. But the wheels are seized, boy. So this time, it isn't a case of you being pitifully weak, boy. Well, at least our narrator is trying to spare our feelings somewhat now. Must be improving his mood now that we're getting further into the game. So can we build a bridge over here, even though presumably we won't be able to? Given what happened in the last version, and given the fact that we're obviously meant to get the cart into motion, but let's try nonetheless. No. Thought as much, but it's always worth a shot, isn't it? Might as well try with the cards though. No. So I'll leave this here for the time being anyway. So presumably we're getting to the part of the mines where we need the pickaxe in order to descend further, I would imagine. So, now that I don't have any more rights, although, when you think about it, I should have went up to where Dora is, because now that we've triggered the elevator into working order where she is, well, doesn't mean we'll be able to ascend to the uppermost level of the treehouse complex and actually retrieve that pickaxe which we need to progress further into these mines. So by all means, baby dolls, let's do that. Another miss with the trampoline there. Wonder if I'll be able to actually get 10 diamonds in this part, by the way. I mean, I finished my last video with 6 diamonds, if I remember correctly, so, I'll leave the bridge kit here. After all, our brother Dylan isn't a thief, is he? He probably thinks he get bad vibes or something if he stole it from us. Almost there now. Dora's level at the treehouse complex to get our trusty pickaxe. And you know something? Just like in the other version of the game, I'm gonna take the big daring leap off this ledge, so we can enjoy all those interesting screen titles. Just reminds me of the old Saboteur 2 game on the Amstrad back in the day. The Amstrad 464, CPC 464. In which, if you fell a great distance, outside the main building complex where the game took place. You would get the same screen repeating itself over and over again as you fell, with the moon in the exact same place, making it look like you were just falling to the bottom of the same screen over and over again, pretty much. The pickaxe smashes the rough wall, and we bounce up again in short order. And we have a camcorder for Denzel now, so he can possibly become YouTube's next big recording superstar, as he makes videos with it. So without further ado, we'll be proceeding up into the sky to give it to him again, won't we? Here we are, in the great outdoors again, where I keep missing that trampoline jump. Very overcast, been very overcast so far this morning. Okay then, let's take all our items over here. To my stash on the other side of the treehouse complex. I was wondering if I was a bit nervous there, wondering if I had my umbrella or not. Well, fortunately I did. So let's be heading up then and give Denzel his camcorder. We've been going for some time now as well, so I'd say it's best to prepare to start winding down our video now. Once we've done this task, of course. I mean, it's looking like I won't get those 10 stars, those 10 diamonds in this particular part. But no matter, that isn't our primary objective at the moment anyway, is it? Regardless of what that gruff old king might say in the castle. You give Denzel the camcorder, boy. Thanks, Dizzy Dude. Now I can make videos, bro. I'm sure to become a YouTube celebrity with my outstanding charisma, boy. Have this key to the castle, dude. That should help you, man. But just first we need to put out... No, we don't actually. Because from what I remember... the actual door to the castle which we need to unlock is accessed through the caves, which we need to break our way into. Over towards the Eastern Treehouse complex. So let's take our stuff and head over there. And you know something? Without we're getting towards the end of this part, I'll take a daring plunge into this water after all. And see if my theory's right about being tossed out. A mysterious force throws you out of the lake, and it works on both sides, so that didn't feel as bad as I thought it would, being physically accosted and assaulted by the rather eerie sounding lady in the lake, yeah, so let's see if it works. The rock crumbles as you hit it, yeah. So now that we're on the cusp of making our entrance into this cave, let's leave our items here as we lean timorously on this cliffhanger. No pun intended, boy. And let's save our progress and come out of the game. 'Cause I've been going a while again. And until next time, goodbye, bye.